always say ugly wins better than a pretty loss, right?
Was it ugly? I don't know.
Big lead, tight finish. You think it was ugly?
I don't care. I don't care if it's ugly, pretty, average. We'll take the win every time. But I don't know. I didn't think it was ugly. We definitely got to finish a lot better. You know, it's kind of been something that we haven't done going back to last year. We build up a nice lead like that. We gotta put the foot on the pedal and keep going. You know, we can't give up a lead like that. But at the same time, I'm really happy the way we went out there when we had to, as far as the offense goes. And we stepped up and we made the plays when we had to and got that touchdown because they were coming back strong. And you know, that's something. Like I said, last year we didn't do that in that last game. But I'm happy. We'll take the win. We're 1-1. And hopefully we'll keep this thing rolling.
Last week you said everybody, not just the offensive line, needs to step up and do better. Do you feel you guys did that the week?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody took it personal after what happened last week. Offensive line, they gave Matt some good time this week, and that's why you see him put out those unbelievable numbers. The receiver stepped up. Everybody, I'm just really happy the way we played on the offensive side of the ball. But we gotta build on. We're not happy by any means. They're a good defense, a young defense. So you know, teams every week we step on that field, we got to realize that you know we got a guy like Matt Ryan. We got to give him some time and he'll make things happen for us. And with these receivers that we have, it's gonna be a good thing for us.
A career high 182 for Julio, and Matt's performance today is even more impressive considering your starting running back got knocked out first quarter.
Yeah, it's impressive. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, Matt Ryan's one of the best in the business, and so is Julio Jones. So you're going to be hearing those two names for a long time around here as a Falcon organization. So it's a sign of good things to come. We just got to keep it up. We'll never be happy with where we're at. We got to keep improving, and that's what we'll do this week. We'll get ready for Miami going out there next week.
You talked a little bit about the fast start, not only the quick touchdowns by the offense, but then the defense also came up a big one for you.
They're huge. It's huge. That's what you want to see. But I'd like to see it in both halves. I'd like to see us come out in the second half and finish. But you know, can't take away what we did in that first half. It was fun. A lot of fun. You know, the fans enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. But we got to make sure that we learn from that, and we got to keep the foot on the gas. We can't give up a lead like that.
Tony, earlier with the screen game, it seems like a lot of time the defense even knows it's coming, but you still can't really stop it effectively. What makes that play so effective? You can win.
Well, I think with his speed, I mean, it's just he's such an unbelievable athlete. I mean, the guy's a freak as far as I'm concerned. The things that he can do, and so as a defense, I think you have to respect that this guy can go over the top at any moment. And so defenses may think they know that it's coming, but there's something in the back of their mind where they're like, okay, wait a second, I can't just really crowd this guy, because if I do, I think the screen's coming, and he actually goes over the top, I'm going to get burnt deep for an 85-yard touchdown or whatever he had. So, you know, that's what he brings to the table, and you know, hopefully defenses, they won't. It's going to be tough for them to figure it out because he's that type of player. He's one of the best in the business.
I'm sorry, what's it say about this building when you guys turn the page after a loss as well as you do? I mean, if by Tuesday it seems win or loss, it's on to the next one, maybe as good as anybody in the NFL has seen.
Well, I think the leadership on this team, we don't, you know, we're looking forward. We're not looking back. We try to learn from mistakes the best that we can, and it starts from the top. It starts from Smitty. You know, as soon as we get back in there, it's like, look, we're all about streaks. We want to keep a winning streak, and if we lose one, we don't lose two in a row. It's the way we've done things around here since I've gotten here 5 years ago. So we'll continue to try to have that recipe, but it works. But like I said, it starts from the top, and the leadership. The guys on this team, guys like Matt, guys like Spoon on defense. Myself, I mean, we don't tolerate that. We have to go out there and we have to turn the page and get ready for next week, no matter what happens.
Sometimes people will say it's only September, but that answer TD, I don't care what month of the year it is. That's an answer TD that you need to win games like this.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, and we said it in the huddle. We were like, it's now or never. I mean, we're not gonna just not even play that game with this offense. I mean, because you know, Stafford started heating up a little bit, started throwing for those chunks. Defense was getting tired. So we had to make sure that we put a drive together, and I'm just happy the way we responded. We got to make sure that we build on that, and next time it happens, because it's going to happen again. We got to know that we draw from experience and say, hey, we've been here, done that, and let's go out there and do it again. Yeah, absolutely. I know I did. Telling the guys, look, we got to go get one now. This is it. And Matt was one of the ones saying it. Let's put a drive together. And let's go do what we know we can do, what we did in the first half, and what we know that this offense is capable of doing. Let's get back to you know, pressing them, keeping them on their heels, where it's a good mix of the run and the pass and the screens and the quick game and then hitting them deep over the top or whatever. I mean, we got to make sure that we keep those combinations where we keep them guessing and keep the foot on the gas. Where I think we kind of got away from that in the third.
Those first 2 weeks certainly would indicate that you guys are going to have a lot of easy weeks this year.
Huh?
First 2 games certainly would indicate that you guys are going to have a lot of easy weeks this year.
I don't know. There's never an easy week. I don't care what the score is. It's still football. We've still got great players. I mean, Chris Long. I mean, guys like that, you got to be prepared week in and week out. It's never ever easy. One of the hardest things to do is win a professional football. I know that the hard way. Being out there in Kansas City, people get spoiled with this type of team that we have. Since I've been here, I mean, I think it's been a winning record every season. So you get a little spoiled, but then you expect that every week, which is good. But at the same time, it's tough to do. It takes diligence and concentration to it, and you win during the week. You don't win on Sundays. You win in practice, and that's when we kind of get our work in during the week.
What went through your mind when you saw Steven Jackson go to the locker room?
I felt bad. First of all, I felt bad for him because I know he really wanted to play in this game. I'm glad he got that touchdown before he went out. But obviously that doesn't help us at all either as an offense. I mean, he's our battering ram. He's the guy who's going to lay the hammer down for us and set the tone for us on offense. So hopefully he gets back soon.
Looks like the backups came in there and did a really good job.
I have no doubt that those guys will come into play. I mean, Snelling is one of the most underrated players on our offense. People hardly ever talk about him. And all he does is every time he comes in, he makes plays, no matter what. Third downs, getting that touchdown, he's tough to bring down. Obviously, Quiz is great. People already know that, though, but I'm glad the way Snell came out there and filled in nicely for us and got the job done.
My last question, you had such an emotional loss last week. What about bouncing back so strongly, especially in the first half today?
That's what you got to do in this league. You have to, they call it one snap and clear it. That's obviously one play by play, but it's the same thing with games. It doesn't matter what happened the week before, whether you win or lose. That next week, you have to go out there and prove yourself again. This is the ultimate testing ground of the NFL. Week in and week out, how focused can you be week in and week out? And that's what the great teams do. The great organizations are able to bounce back and continue to play at a high level week in and week out.
Thanks.
Yep. Cool.